I'm Deputy Secretary of Veterans Affairs Tom Bowman. On behalf of those who work at VA, we want to honor your service as Vietnam veterans. A year ago, President Trump signed the Vietnam War Veterans Recognition Act of 2017, designating March 29th as Vietnam War Veterans Day. The intent of this recognition is to ensure the sacrifices of the 9 million heroes who served during this difficult chapter of our country's history are remembered for generations to come. This year, I'm honored to offer greetings and thanks to all of the men and women who served in Vietnam and in our armed forces during that conflict. Please accept my sincere thanks for your service and your sacrifices. On this day, we also honor and remember Gold Star families, former prisoners of war, and the families of those still listed as missing in action from the war in Vietnam. The burdens you bore and still bear on behalf of our nation are never forgotten. Whenever I visit the National Vietnam Veterans Memorial, I find solace and comfort in a monument that speaks eloquently of an entire generation's honor and sacrifice. From whatever direction one approaches the wall casts great solemnity and power, a mix of emotions about young lives lived and lost. It is a place for all Americans, but it is a very special place for the spouses, the parents, and the children of those whose names are etched on the wall's black granite. Their loving hands reach out in remembrance and reverence. The memorial has the power to offer a measure of healing, and when generations of Americans too young to know about the war in Vietnam come to visit, the wall conveys in stark contrast the human cost of war. Not every generation has been summoned to defend our nation in its hour of need, but every generation that answered the call has done so with honor and courage. For no generation is that more true than for the veterans of Vietnam. Unfortunately, as a nation, we did not always thank you and care for you as we should have. We can do better going forward, and we will do better going forward. And in providing care for those who did return from Vietnam and other Americans who have shouldered the heavy burdens of all our nation's wars, we also honor those whose names are carved into the wall of the Vietnam Veterans Memorial. We are grateful for your sacrifices and your commitment. Thank you and welcome home. May the memories of those whose names are inscribed on this wall and their families never be forgotten. For those who serve and have served our nation in uniform, we thank you.